defensively and forced to shoot a desperation hook.
Washington drives and hits the floater. He started out in the corner, and he's deadly from there. And it's Thompson with it now. Lively on the catch. Williams spot up three. Got it. Second three-pointer for Brandon Williams. Winner moves on to Friday night against Memphis in a do-or-die game. Williams will try it again and get it again. Brandon Williams played just 30. 8-0 start for Dallas here in the second quarter. The Kings 0 for 5 with 3 turnovers, but there's a basket. A three-pointer.
Into that one.
Here's Thompson looking for his first points. Lets it fly. Around and down. Finally, Klay Thompson makes a basket. For 7 from the floor, 5 points. He does have 4 assists. Dallas by 6. Washington hits the floater.
I love the way P.J. Washington is gap in the paint. Strong attack.
He's got 8 points for the Mavericks. He's the leading scorer along with Brandon Williams. There's Levine from 3. Hit 200 with the Kings and Bulls. He came over in the De'Aaron Fox trade in early February. Thompson starting to catch fire, perhaps. Back-to-back threes.
Yeah, even the
winner faces the Grizzlies, and a turnover into the hands of Exum. Spins, leaves, Marshall slams. Lead up to 12. Timeout, Sacramento.
The game we want to play. They're beating us at our own style, which is trying to get up and down the floor and play with pace. He said they got to do a better job with the turnovers, as you see DeRozan get a bucket there. And he said they have to
sharper and executing their game plan offensively. They're taking care of the basketball. They're making the Kings play in traffic.
And Klay Thompson has the hot hand. Ellis with the cut. Great pass by Sabonis, who's one of the best. This quarter, 5 of 6 from 3. Williams has 2 triples. Thompson with his 4th. Klay Thompson catching fire here in the second quarter. 14 for each. Can Zach LaVine get unlocked? Instead, he hits Sabonis on the cut.
Dive into the lane once LaVine drew a couple. There was space, and Sabonis took advantage of it.
Exum gets a free path to the basket and hits the teardrop. Carter kept it in bounds. DeRozan on the crossover. Shot clock inside of 10. And Murray just lost it out of bounds, so a turnover by Sacramento.
Where Dallas has been better than Sacramento to this point, whoever is guarding the ball handler has done a better job of at least staying on their hip on penetration. On Dallas's offensive end, they're beating their initial defender, getting into the paint, which is going to force a reaction, and now you're playing on your heels, so give Dallas defense a lot of credit.
Washington to the bucket, missed it, but it'll go to the line. Already 30 points for the Mavs here in the quarter. They've missed just 3 shots from the floor and just 1 turnover. Sabonis picks up the foul. That's his first and the team's 3rd.
31 points to this point in the game from Thompson, Washington, Marshall. With Anthony Davis struggling to get going, it's really the reason the Dallas Mavericks right now enjoy this double-digit lead.
First trip to the line for Washington. Year 6 for P.J. Washington out of Kentucky. Valanciunas back on the floor, and Sabonis will go to the bench. What has to change for Sacramento? Because this is a Kings team that was 7-13 their final 20 games. Obviously, still an adjustment from what they're used to with De'Aaron Fox running the offense.
Yeah, it's a much different look right now. And certainly Keon Ellis didn't expect to find himself as their starting point guard at this point. Malik Monk was doing a pretty good job handling that until he got hurt. So they're missing some firepower right now. And it's going to be up to LaVine and DeRozan to really carry this offense.
LaVine tried to hit Valanciunas, and it was picked off by Klay Thompson. Thompson gets all the way to the bucket. He's got 16 points, all coming here in the second quarter. A flashback for Klay Thompson with this performance here in the play-in. DeRozan inside, gets 2 off the window.
Yeah, so priority number 1 right now, you've got to corral Klay Thompson if you're the Kings.
Nice pass inside.
Another easy bucket right there for Dallas.
First points of the quarter for Davis.
One of the few times he's gotten down there behind the defense, and he's such a big target. He's so strong to hold off that front.
Lead is 15. DeRozan mid-range shot, no rebound. Washington, largest lead for the Mavs. They got the Kings on their heels. Washington, tough shot. But a foul on the rebound. 14th foul on Sacramento. Going to be on DeRozan. Loose ball foul, his second.
Everything that could go wrong for the Kings right now is defensively they're confused, and even in that situation, it looks like you finally force a difficult shot and you commit a foul on the rebound.
So Sabonis quickly back in. Bigger lineup right now with Sabonis and Valanciunas on the floor together. Here's Davis, 3 of 10 from the floor, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Shot clock at 4. Washington, his floater swatted. Davis picks it up and fires with 1 on the shot clock. Gafford got the offensive rebound. Back up and in.
But that's just outworking everybody in the paint. Even after Valanciunas makes the block, Gafford tossing bodies to the side to secure the offensive rebound.
No airspace for Levine, and a turnover by Sacramento. And some boos from the fans here at Golden One Center. We talked about the trade.